With the recent attacks on the Asian community, not just Chinese people, but the whole Asian community, I feel like we need to stand up for each other and speak up, because things in San Fran and California, elderly Asian people are getting shoved and attacked, punched, and dying from their injuries. This isn't right. We're here to live a better life, and honestly, we just want to be safe and healthy. And things have been happening in my life as well recently that have been triggering me to speak up on this, and I would just want to make a quick video today to talk about this issue and some insights that maybe can spark a conversation, and hopefully we can have a dialogue on how we can have a safer community, make sure that all our people are good to go. So disclaimer, this is gonna be a rant video of mine where, man, I just need to speak up on it, and hopefully you guys can relate, or we can create conversation and get this settled, you know what I mean? Because this is upsetting, and I want to get some insights and tips on how you can maybe overcome this, stand up for yourself, and stand up for the community as well. Long story short, I was helping a person of color. Now this is gonna be very important because they were looking for help in their online business to scale their fitness business and potentially grow and make money. Now I was explaining to them how we operate, how I can help them, and I explained to him I was helping modern Asian American guys to be more confident, outgoing, and athletic. He seemed really interested. He seemed like, wow, you are coaching these guys to be confident, which is great. I've never seen someone like you coach a person of ethnicity, you know what I mean? Because Asians, quote,
Asians are insecure, they're weak, you know, they have low confidence and have small dicks.
I was fucking speechless. I literally gasped on the call out of disbelief. I can't believe someone would say that, especially in front of another Asian person. I understand that we have stereotypes. Every person, every ethnicity, group of people has some stereotypes, but to discriminate them on the phone like that, there's something wrong. And obviously I was upset on what he said, because that's an attack on our community, not just me, you know what I mean? You can't physically change, you know, a small dick, who cares? But to have someone discriminate you on the phone like that made me really upset, because yeah, obviously we do have our stereotypes where we're seen as insecure, but that's because we grew up a certain way. That's because our parents taught us a certain thing and follow by that, you know, step by step by step. And this person who is a person of color should understand that, yo, this is discrimination. You know what I mean? You have been going through your own struggles, you know, your whole culture has been going through the struggles in the last, I don't know, the whole history of the United States. And for you to say that, man, we need to speak up on this, you know what I mean? Like, I understand there's things happening in this world where things can slide, but like things like this, discrimination should not slide. I just want to speak up on this, and I want to share you guys some insights on what you can do to stand up for yourself and your community, especially in the Asian community, because we need to say something. We need to speak up. And for me personally, I like to stay in the shadows. I don't like to say anything. I don't want to be controversial, but this needs to be said for the sake of my community and for everybody who is Asian American. And I want to share you guys 3 insights that you can take away from this video, because every video that I want to produce or things I've learned, there should be lessons from it and insights that you can take in consideration. So number 1 is understand that people are ignorant. You know what I mean? People don't know your story. People don't know your background. You don't have to be judgmental about it. People can judge you, but understand that people don't know your background. So maybe this person hasn't been around Asian people. Maybe they haven't had a conversation with an Asian person, and it's okay for people to not know, but it's not right for them to discriminate you. And you just have to understand that people are ignorant. For example, for me, I would see people of color, you know what I mean, a certain way, and I have this anti-racism in my mind, and I had to unlearn that, you know what I mean? Because we grew up like that. We were told by parents about stereotypes of other people, that people are dangerous, that, you know, they're not the people that you want to hang out with. You know what I mean? You have to understand that people are ignorant. Number 2 is understand your own background, your own identity. If you haven't seen the movie 8 Mile, where Eminem just puts everything down on the line, his past, his flaws, during a rap battle, yo, his opponent wasn't able to respond. They didn't know what to say. When you have everything on the table, you understand where you're coming from, your background, things that you want to work on. That other person has no other way to say anything back. So making sure that you put everything on the table, understand that your background, your culture, your flaws are a part of you. You know, the thing that I didn't explain on this call was he thought it was a scam. The process on how I talked to him, he saw that there's an Asian lady speaking to me, and it turns out on the phone call, he's an Asian dude, you know what I mean? And I told him, no, that's me. He didn't realize that person was me, not a bot. And he was speechless, you know what I mean? He's never seen an Asian guy with long hair, and he was shell-shocked, and he was, you know, he apologized apologize, but it was kind of too late. And at the end of the day, you just gotta know who you are and understand like, yo, this is your background, all right? Third thing that you want to take in consideration is control the frame. You know what I mean? He came into the frame, my conversation about fitness, online business, and how to grow it. But he turned that around and he wanted to discriminate me, saying that the niche that I was working with was insecure, had low confidence, small dicks. And I was offended. I could have taken this conversation any different way, to be aggressive or passive or just ignore it. But I turned that around and told him like why I'm helping these guys, why I want to help myself, and I understand that discrimination is not okay. You know what I mean? Calling people out and judging them from the get-go is not cool. To control the frame, you want to make sure that you are taking control of the conversation. You can take this any way you want, you know? You want to be able to ask questions and go back to what the real conversation was about. The real conversation with him was, how can we scale your online business? Go from online business to discrimination, to go back to the point of this call was to help him with his business to scale, to make money. I understand this video was a whole bunch of rants, and I felt like this is my way of expressing what I feel and have been seeing on the internet, on social media, and we need to speak up as a community. I hope this video was insightful. Man, I would love to have a conversation with anybody who has a statement, and yo, if you want to connect with me, leave a comment down below. And I was also approved on Clubhouse, and I would love to have a discussion with you and just go in detail with this and see what your thoughts on this, and maybe we can go dive deeper into the story and what we can do as Asian American men and women to help our community. With that being said, I hope you guys thought this video was insightful, and I'll be back with my regular content about fitness, confidence, climbing, dancing in the next video. So stay tuned and make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.